Rich is already here. Need to shut this light off back here again. I think. And we're back. Trying to decide why it's so dark in here. There you go. Brighten up a little bit. What's up, Skinner? What's up, bud? I got a cold, so it's going to be a little scratchy. What's up, Ted? What's up, Steve? So Brenda got stickers now. The fillet lady. Brenda Fish Flayer. And also Jackie Joe. Joe and Heidi. That's a picture of their boat. What's up, PA? Yeah, I got a redhead. I told the barber, can't see it very good. I told him 1/4 inch on the side and 1 inch on the top. I can barely grab it on top. He missed that by a long shot. Not sure what his deal was, but anyway. What's up, Jessica? What's up, Bobby? I didn't put the link up here yet. There you go. No, stop it. Yeah, there you go. What's up, Hunt and stuff? PA. I think I said hi to you already, but that's all right. Did I get a new what? Clock? I don't know why. No, that's the refrigerator, AutoCAD. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but it does that occasionally. Quite regularly, actually. I'm not sure what's going on with it. Yeah, that ticking noise is the refrigerator. And the refrigerator is sitting right there, so that's why you can hear it, I guess. That thing wasn't playing. Why not? I don't know. It might have a bomb in there. Who knows? Probably does, because I've been blowing up. Sometimes I wonder if I need, Sometimes I'm wondering if I need a new phone. My phone is stupid. Won't play my video. Start over and see if it works. Hey, it's working now. About time. What's up, Matt? Yeah, I'm still on the Nutria. I went and did a trap check this evening. That's the first time in since the last video. So the water, the reason I haven't checked them is because the water was so high. Uh, the last check that I did, some of the traps were just disappearing underwater, and for the next 2 days, it rained pretty much all day. So I just didn't even go check them. And then Saturday was nice. Sunday it rained a little bit, but not much. And today it just misted a little bit off and on, not very much. So I went back and checked them tonight. And actually, the water is about perfect for a lot of my sets. I did move one down just a little bit. The one coming out of that den under the bush, I put it all the way at the bottom of the run. I'm doing good, Matt, except for my cold, but got some hooks and weights to get more into bass fishing. Awesome. Yeah, Woody, that's probably what that ticking was, is them nutria coming back to life. Yeah, there was a lot of water in that field. So I don't know if any of you saw on the first, I think it was the next to last video I put out on trapping, where I said that nutria had just dove and went into that hole. You can see that nutria on that video for just a little bit. It came out of the hole, and it's like 3 feet from me. Came out of the hole, looked at me a little bit, dove back, and went in the hole. Yeah, rain is popular my way. It's actually normal for it to rain this time of year, but we have been getting a lot of rain for, I mean, a lot of accumulation for this time of year, it seems like, but oh, Rainier beer. I have no idea. I don't drink beer. What's up, Derek? It's going good, except I got a cold. Check this out, Derek. If it'd focus on that. Kind of does. It's a pretty cool sticker. Who came out? Oh, the nutria came out to take my picture. Yeah, came out so I could get a picture of it. What's up, Parkers? Derek, that's a new sticker for them. Yes, that's for Heidi and Joe. I went fishing with them. Well, actually, I went crabbing with them Saturday, and then we decided to go fishing afterwards. So I got 2 videos from Saturday. Looks like the ocean's going to be really nice this coming Saturday, and then the following Saturday, I'm going to try for walleye for the first time ever in my life. See how that goes. So that should be good video. See, now my phone is all froze up again. It all of a sudden took off, and it's just sitting there spinning circles. Yeah, I did get sun, Woody. on Saturday, I burned the top of my head because my barber doesn't know what an inch is. That's not an inch. I can barely grab a hold of it. Yeah, I know, PA. I'm going to take some of the OtterCat. You sent me some of those things. I don't even know what I did yet. They got to be around here somewhere. Oh, right out in plain sight. I'll take some of these out there and try. See if I can catch them on them. Bet you. What's up, Thomas? You went to that place where he's catching the walleyes? Did you catch any? Yeah, I might have to restart my phone because it's just sitting there doing the twirly gigs. Let's try that. Oh, just drove to the ramp. Yeah, an inch does make a lot of difference, Woody. I told the old goofball to leave an inch on the top. He didn't leave nowhere near an inch on the top. What are you saying, Thomas? While to get out fishing the pond. What's up? Enjoying God's creation, crafting, and singing. Welcome in. Yeah, your comments are working. OtterCat says no. My question is, are your thumbs ups working? Let's see if that does any better. Oh, your thumbs up did? I didn't. I should go look and see how many we got. Looks like we got 12 right now. What's up, Rob? I appreciate the thumbs ups. Rich, that's because you were the number one thumbs up. That's why that's all you see. What's up, Tina Ladybug? Says 15. It says 16 now. If anybody doesn't have one of my stickers and would like one, email me. My email is in my about section of the channel. I'll send you one. Rob, I will also make you a moderator so that you can go check out other people's channels. Well, thank you very much, Derek. I appreciate you. I appreciate you a lot. Yeah, there, Tile Rob. You should be able to just click on everybody's channel from right there in the chat now. If you want to check somebody out, you bet. Bobby, you can come up on panel if you want. Steve's probably eating dinner. Yeah, I understand. It's pretty late back there. I got you, Bobby. I know it's supper, Derek. I say supper too, but Steve's too low class to say supper. It's always dinner for him. So Rob, you saw those Nutria shorts? Yeah, I got a lot of hate on those. That's all right. Sorry about all the coughing and clearing my throat and everything, but my throat isn't that great tonight. Yeah, it might be his age. How do I cook the Nutria? The last time I cooked it, I just fried it like chicken. That was really good. I don't cook most of it. I don't even keep most of it. There's so many of them around. If I keep any of it now, it's going to be for crab bait. Yeah, I had one lady tell me that I really messed up her 2-year-old for watching me shoot a nutria on one of those shorts. And Bobby told her that the fact that she was commenting on my video meant that I had it turned to not for kids, which is true, which put the blame back onto her, and she didn't like that very good. And then she said, well, why don't, instead of killing them, why don't you just go relocate them? I said, woman, you just don't get it, do you? That's how our problem started here in the first place, is people relocated them where they had no business putting them. All right, Rich, I could probably do that if I catch more of them. Could probably do that. I mean, people don't think further than their nose when they talk about stuff like that. Like, we wouldn't have the problem here if somebody hadn't brought them here in the first place. Yeah. There's no need to get all upset about it, but it's like people don't have an education worth nothing. I actually told her it was good for her kid to see it, because that's just life. Yeah, it is, Rich. That one den that goes back under the pasture, that thing's going to cave in one day and break a cow's leg. That's a huge den. Yeah, exactly, Ottercat. I couldn't send her any live ones, Woody, because it's illegal to relocate them like she said to do. Yeah, that would be a waste of cow, most likely. So I don't know if I showed in my video that new ditch that we hunt. You guys that follow me closely, do you remember that? Did I say that the north end of that ditch, there's another field between that and the one where I'm trapping, or the one that we used to hunt, whatever we still do hunt? Um, I don't know if I said that or not, but yeah, exactly, Bobby. So I was back there checking the traps tonight, and the people that own that field between those two properties were out at the. They own the piece between the two properties, and then on the other end of where I'm trapping, they own where the ditch continues on up through their property. So I asked him about hunting nutria on that ditch, and they're like, "Go for it." And that's another probably 2 miles of ditch that we got. So total, I Googled, I put a pin and Googled the distance. It's 4.1 miles that we can hunt on that ditch. That's a long ways to walk. And that section, that one section is loaded with them. I mean, there is nutria everywhere. There is a fairly busy road that crosses the ditch, so we'll have to be a little bit careful there. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of dead ones. Yeah, pretty much there, Bobby. You know, Rich, that's actually not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Except I'm not sure a four wheeler would even make it through some of that field in the wintertime. Summertime it would, but side by side would probably do better. Yeah, one of my coworkers got a side by side. Get him to bring it to work and let me use it. Yeah, write it off as a business expense. Exactly. Starting to yawn. Ain't even 7 o'clock here. Yeah, the only reason he has a side by side is because he inherited it. So he's not complaining though. Bulldozer, that's right. Not even sure bulldozer get through some of that stuff. It'd probably sink out of sight. Ottercat, I probably would. I fact is, yeah, I think I could set a lot of snares and catch a lot of those old critters. But when I was back checking the traps tonight, I saw another live nutria. So I know there's still a bunch back there. Well, I say a bunch. There's still some back there. the one that I the one that I caught tonight, uh, I think it had just gotten in there because maybe an hour ago, its head and neck was stiff, but its body, when you pick it up by the hide stretched out from the body, so it wasn't dead real long. All right, AutoCAD, if you want to, I'd appreciate it. I could definitely get them set, see how they work. Do you do kill snares or do you just do the ones that hold them? I'm betting snares would work probably better on those slides. As short as those slides are, I bet they'd work a lot better. It's a lot more or a lot less just to hold them. Yeah, there's a lot less to go through, whatever, a lot less to see, whatever. But I'm guessing so. The next, our forecast for the rest of this week, it's been on the cooler side and rainy for a week and a half. Tomorrow is supposed to be 65 degrees, partly sunny. Wednesday is 74, partly sunny. Thursday is partly sunny and 75. Friday is sunshine. Saturday is sunshine. We got 83 and 78. So they're going to be out thick those days. So I probably, if not tomorrow night, probably Wednesday night, go back there and make sure all of my traps are ready. Yeah, I think you're right, Bobby. And possibly even get more than one in one spot because could set one top and bottom. Now, my luck could be the same one and get in both of them, but if you got one in the bottom one and it'd get into the water and out of the way, the second one might climb up and get in the top one. Yeah, exactly, OtterCat. And there's a whole nother section of that ditch from the road to about 200 yards from the road that I could put all those body grips in. It's another place where it's hard to shoot them because there's too much brush. And I could get in there and set traps, and there'd be a lot of potential in there to trap them. There's a brush pile in there that they hide under, like they live in it, and all that kind of stuff. So I could get in there and set a bunch of traps, set the waterways where it narrows down. So OtterCat and Woody and PA, if PA is still in here, when you guys say set those traps in the runs, you're meaning underwater, right? Because the problem with that, I don't show it usually in my videos, but where that stream is that wide, or even that wide, it's waist deep. So where do I set the trap? And also, nutria a lot of times will be on top of the water when they're swimming down up and down the ditch. They don't swim underwater if there's no danger. And I don't know if that makes a difference. I don't know if that uh all right, hunting and stuff. Get better. This stuff is no fun, that's for sure. Yeah, I could feel this cold coming on yesterday afternoon. Started with a tickle down here in my throat. Just got worse and worse. Not much you can do about it. Let it do its thing and go on with life. Well, I know where there's some Dan holes. Otter Cat, you remember that one Dan hole that's just above the water that I set? And I finally caught that one in it. That Dan hole that's only about that big around. Caught another one in that one this evening, so they're starting to try to use that one at least. Three-fourths to just over the frame in the water. But how deep is the water though? See, that's the thing. I know this summer, I know a ditch that I could trap. The water gets low enough that all they have is a run about that deep. And I could set 10 traps in a row on that run, and I guarantee you every one of them would be full. See, I don't think there's any shallow places in there unless that thing is wide. And you're saying do it at the pinch points. Well, there is, I mean, where the pinch points are, it's 4 feet deep, 3 feet deep at least. I know, Otter Cat, you say that all the time, but so if I would go to a pinch point, answer me this one. If I would go to a pinch point and put dive sticks this wide and put a trap under it, just under it, say put it down that deep where they dive under and go under that dive and pin it off sideways. Is that what you're talking about? Don't put it all the way at the bottom of the run, just put it just under the dive sticks. I might try that because I could get some of those in there pretty easy. Because I don't know if they dive when they dive under something. I don't know if they dive all the way under to the bottom and come back up, or if they just go just under the surface and pop back up on the other side. I'm not sure. You put your dive sticks right against the trap. That way, when they dive, they're right into it. I could try some of that. There's definitely room to do that. The water is still just a tiny bit high, but by the end of this week, it's going to be low, which is fine by me. Okay, who's coming up tonight to talk? Got 13 people in here, and ain't no 13 people chatting. Got Rich and Ottercat and Bobby and Woody, and that's about it. And me. And Jessica. Man, your phone charge is slow, especially when you're on a live. Rob is here. Oh no, he's got to head out. All right, have a good one, Rob. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I don't think either they do AutoCAD. Um, I really don't. I think they're mostly up top. there's one or two traps that I really like back there for sure now, and there's a couple others. I asked a question on one of them, and I wonder what you guys are gonna say on it, but or if you'll even comment on it. But I really wonder how it'll work. Deep divers don't think they are. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think they can. I think they will if they think the danger is really there. But a lot of times, I think they mostly dive and go up under those overhanging grasses and sit up there and look out through the grasses at you. I think that's what they do a lot of times. Either that or get in the den. I don't much at all, Jessica. It'll be gone by this weekend, most likely. That's about how long it's hanging on. It's about a week long cold, going by coworkers and everybody else that has it around here. Does anybody know what those little buttons are for? Beaver don't dive that deep. What's up, John Hobbs? Hey there, haircut buddy.
What's going on?
Yeah, I got one about like yours.
I think mine's 1/2 inch all the way around.
Mine might be a 1/2 inch by now, but I can still just barely get a hold of it.
Yeah. I think when I cut it, it was at 3/8. So close to half, but not quite.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he cut mine at, 3/8, because it's pretty crazy. Put more than one trap on a long pole. Yeah, you could. You could even put them. You could put 4 on there and have shallow, deep, both sides of the ditch. That would about plug that whole ditch if you put 4 traps on one stick, and that would be hilarious if you could catch 4 of them at a time. That would be amazing.
I was wondering why I couldn't see anything. My brightness on my phone was way down.
Yeah, I got you.
Like straining my eyes to see my phone, it wasn't working too well.
Yeah. No, it's still fun to go out and check the traps. Always just anticipate seeing another one in the next trap. A lot of times there isn't one, but hey, it's the anticipation of not knowing, I guess.
Yeah.
See what that looks like on StreamYard.
Your catch and cook comes out tomorrow, right?
Yep. Face, turquoise covering eyes. All right. Yeah, it's part of that video that just came out,
Right.
and then the cook part of it, that fish that I caught and said I was going to save for that.
Right.
Yeah, for then I just cut this one off at the end there, and the next video I didn't put in near as much of the fishing part.
Right.
But no, John, they're not worth anything. Not right now. They're not, at least. I'm just feeding them to the eagles. There's a bunch of bald eagles back there around that area, and I'm just putting them out in the field and keeping them around. Woody, I can see it getting old for me, but only because I don't have enough time to do it. That's the only thing. If I had a lot of time, I'd have all kinds of fun out there. What's up, Creel? What's up, Youper? But being I work a full-time job and fish as much as I can, and trapping's supposed to be fill in. Yeah, no bowl this time. I should have had a bowl. Maybe it'd have protected some of the top up there. I told him an inch on top, Creel. I got an inch up there?
What's going on, Youper?
I didn't think so. I don't think he even knows what an inch was. What's up, Mitchell?
I had a very long weekend. It was my nephew's birthday weekend. So we went to a water park / hotel thing.
Yeah.
I'm still wore out.
Woody, if I had your money, I would retire. Yeah, John, I don't think I'll ever go bald. It's not in my genes, but I can see your point there.
Yeah, I hope I never go bald. No one in my family has, but my hairline's not as strong as most of those people in my family.
Yeah. Well, mine's still pretty far forward.
I mean, it is, but it's thinner for me right here.
Yeah, you got thin from here to here.
Yeah. Yeah, so far, no one I know in my family's been bald, so I'm not doing too bad, I guess. Right. So, yeah, you can't.
Mitchell.
Couldn't really tell when my hair was long either, but I don't know. I got tired of that. Now I just wear a hat most of the day.
What about the mailman?
There's a mailman?
I don't know. Anyone picking morel mushrooms? I'm not.
I don't eat mushrooms, so I've never even tried mushroom hunting.
Oh, the hairline? Yeah. I don't think mailman had anything to do with that. Where are you from, John? Trying to remember if you were in my lives before. I kind of think you were, but I can't remember.
I've always wanted to get into mushroom hunting just because everyone I hang out with eats mushrooms. But being someone that doesn't eat mushrooms, I can't really bring myself to study it enough to know what is safe to pick and what is not safe.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna be picking random mushrooms, giving them to my friends, and hoping they'd make it to the next day.
Yeah. Youper, you can just keep that snow. I don't know. We don't need it around here. I think it snowed up in the mountains today or last night.
Virginia didn't get a snow at all this year.
Creel, my cousin from down there around Jacksonville, was out here this past weekend. Yeah, you're tired of snow like we're tired of rain around here. This is the time of year when everybody just they're ready for it to quit raining.
I would be okay if it was raining here, as long as our temperature stayed consistent. Our temperature fluctuates 40 degrees overnight. It goes from 80 during the day to 42 overnight. Back up to 80 the next day, back down to 43. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, John, I thought you'd been in here before. I'm gonna give you a ranch so that you can check other people's channels out.
It's 35 right now. No, thank you. Keep it.
Here it is 56. And that's about as I think we've had it about 65 so far this spring, and that's about it.
My watch says it's 53 right now.
See, you're colder than we are, but it's dark back there too.
Yeah. Weather.
It's currently cloudy at 52 degrees.
What's the low?
What's up, David Smith? I told the barber to cut the top at 1 inch. Do you think he did all right or not? I'm guessing my fingers there are about an inch thick back here in the back. Yeah, it's nowhere close to that. Calabar.
I never would have guessed to do it that way.
Yeah, I can barely even get a hold of it. So 79 here 2 days ago, 30 this morning. There you go. I don't care if it gets cold at night because I like sleeping when it's cold.
Jeez, Otter Cat.
Exactly, Uber. I just figured that out. He was off. You're right. He was off at least a half an inch. I think he cut it at 3/8, to be honest with you. I told him 1/4 inch on the side, inch on the top, and I think it's all about the same. I didn't really care that much. I mean,
I have a
it'll grow back out.
I have a picture on the Book of Faces
Yeah.
when I was younger, and my hair was about the same length, but I kept it this length year round at that point in time,
Yeah.
and it had been exposed to so much sunlight. When my hair gets exposed to sunlight, it turns super blonde. So it was this short, but it was like almost white blonde.
Yeah.
So it looked like I was completely bald.
I figured my wife would care a lot more than she did. She didn't even act like it was a big deal. And she can't even grab it and yank me around like she used to. It would. Otter Cat, some of us still have hair. Yours just moved to the south, retired and moved to the south.
Yep.
Like Bobby's did. Otter Cat has a bigger beard than you do.
Oh, I know. I'm pretty envious of
Big
it.
old beard.
I am pretty envious of it.
Well, thank you, Creel. That's the first time you told me I look nice.
I said that earlier. I was
I
like,
still
it doesn't
have
look
you.
bad. It suits you.
Yeah, exactly, John. John, what part of Oregon you from? I know I probably asked you that before, but oh, I know you, but I ain't worried about it. I'd do the same to anybody else. How many of you saw my post of that cabezon I caught? That was a nice fish.
And you said you can't keep those till July?
July, yeah. I catch them when they're legal. I mean,
Right.
catch them about every time I go out, but not that big usually. But last year we were catching Sweet Home. I know where Sweet Home. I'm in Halsey. I know where Sweet Home is.
Alabama.
Yeah. But what was I saying? Oh, last year, Josh caught one. Must have been about this time of year, or maybe next month. I don't know, but it was the same size. Couldn't keep it. 27-inch.
Nice.
Yeah, that one did. It was a big old green one.
Definitely picture worthy.
I'll show it to you here. Let me get to my photos. Get to my Frodos. There you go. There's the front view of him. Let me do a solo. Yeah, it'll be in I don't know which one. Let me go to the next photo where it was sideways. There he is sideways. You are not from Albany, Creel. So it's probably gonna be a crabbing video next Monday night and then a fishing video the following with that fish on it. So 2 weeks from tonight, probably. That's probably right, Ottercat, except you eat the green fish, you eat the old green bass. Yeah, that's a big one. That was 27 inches. I've caught one bigger than that in my life, and he was a 28 incher. Oh, Albany, Georgia. Yep.
I didn't know there was in Albany, Georgia.
Yep, there he is. Looks like a horror movie. But when you cook this fish, it turns white. Oh, Bobby, I'll put you back up here. Never mind.
I was just patiently waiting.
You were impatiently waiting? Yeah. No, I thought it was this weekend we were supposed to go walleye fishing. And I was thinking that Joe is going to go with us. And I don't think he's ever been walleye fishing either. But his wife was going to be gone this weekend. So she was like, yeah, you might as well go walleye fishing with him. So I called him up today and I said, hey, it's not till the 6th. And I thought the 6th was next weekend, but it's not. And anyway, his wife was mixed up too. So he's still going walleye fishing with us. Walleye opens on May 15th. We got walleye year round because they're invasive. You can keep as many as you want, whatever size you want.
Wait, they're invasive?
I don't know. I guess. I don't know. It's what they're saying anyway. And then they eat salmon eggs, so they got to go. Anything that has to do with getting rid of salmon, you can do whatever.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I know blue cats are considered invasive here.
Yeah.
But that's because they've managed to overpopulate in the rivers so much that they're now in the Chesapeake Bay.
Yeah.
And you catch them within the estuaries of the Chesapeake Bay. You're supposed to get rid of them.
What's up, Chasing Dreams?
You can catch them upriver and you can put them back, but If you're close enough to the bay that they can get out to the bay, you're supposed to get rid of them. I've never caught walleye. I mean, I've never really done much freshwater fishing, but
Yeah.
definitely never
Real.
caught walleye.
Creel, they're supposed to be real close to the best eating freshwater fish that there is, but I've never eaten them, so that's why I want to catch one. I want to do a catch and cook on them.
Yeah, I need to do a redemption video from the one I put out. I had a lot of people tell me,
Did
"Why
one
don't you just
come out
cook
today?
them?" Huh?
Did one come out today?
I don't know. I went and looked at the hashtag and I didn't see anything new.
I didn't see anything new today. Get on the eyes this year. You're from around here, aren't you? Chasing Dreams, or can't remember. Too many people.
Where I can catch walleye around here.
Yeah, I think you're from Veneta. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. You said I remember now. Can't remember who it was that was saying that yellow perch is they like just a little bit better. If that was after 5, not after 5, it was dark 30, I think.
Krill, sheep's head and whiting are really good, but have you ever had red drum? Or mahi mahi? That's my favorite. Got my Band-Aid that I got to change.
Yeah, I'll probably just if I get any walleye, I'll probably just fry them up in that breading whatever that we get from. Let me go get it. See what it is.
You had mahi mahi today. I really like mahi mahi. It's one of the least fishy tasting fish that I can think of in the ocean.
Louisiana fish fry. Oh.
Yeah, red drum, I mean, they're very similar to whiting. They just get bigger. But they taste really good. I really like them.
Chasing Dreams. You should go up there to Outlook Point, the 6th. Fish around us. None of us know what we're doing. One of the guys that I'm taking with me has caught walleye out of that lake before, but that's the only time he's ever fished for walleye. But
We call them redfish. Yeah, so I actually first time I caught one was in Yorktown and the York River. And I had no idea what it was. And then I went down to Florida and we were catching them left and right. And everyone kept calling them redfish. But then they would catch red snappers and call them redfish too. So I had to look up what they really were and found out they were red drum. So I've called them red drum ever since.
Chasing Dreams, we don't know what we're doing either. So you could just come right up beside our boat and see what we're doing and troll right beside us and see who gets the most. Found some but couldn't get them to bite. We're actually if we can't get the walleye to bite, we'll probably go for smallmouth and crappie.
Oh man, I wish I had my tackle box in my room. I'd show you those hooks that I got.
But from what Ottercat said, these things right here will kill them. So I'll be fishing with these. Yes, sirree, Bobby. Not you, Bobby, but Bobby. Did you get that from Ottercat?
No, this is just
That
a cheap.
looks a lot like a couple of these.
Yeah. But no, this is a cheap Walmart one. You can see where they didn't really do the threading right.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna leave. We're gonna get out there around 6 o'clock sometime, 6 a.m. and probably gonna leave at noon because I have a wedding that I need to go to at 4 o'clock. So we'll be fishing for about 6 hours. It's a lake, Ottercat. It's a reservoir.
I don't like salmon. I'm probably one of the only people I know that doesn't like salmon, but I do not like salmon.
I like salmon, but I don't like a lot of it.
I don't like it.
I can eat it a time or two and then I'm done. I'd rather eat bottom fish.
Yeah, I don't like red meat fish.
Yeah.
If it's not white meat, I'm probably not going to eat it. A lot of people are like, carp's really good too, but no, can't get me to try it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd try it, but I don't know that it's any good. I mean, it probably all depends on how you fix it. But you're probably right, Chasing Dreams. I think nighttime is actually a good time to go for them. But I work some, and during the day is when I can get out after them. So what's up, Iowa? Come on up and talk to us while you're fleshing out beavers. It's the cook, not the no, it's probably how you handle it all the way from the water to the cook or to the plate.
What's up, Iowa?
Yeah, I don't think that's legal here either unless you catch the minnows in the same body of water that you are fishing for walleye in. What's up, Iowa?
You know what's crazy about that?
Do what?
What's crazy about that?
Good. Go ahead, Bobby.
Here in Virginia, if you have a non-native species that you're trying to use for bait, it's illegal unless it's goldfish. You can use goldfish for bait in Virginia for some reason.
Huh.
So I plan to go buy some and go gar fishing with them.
Yeah, I'm sure Gar will eat those.
Connecting you to Bluetooth so I can actually hear what's going on.
There you go. I got a cold.
So, you released that video of what I almost blabbed on my live last week?
No, not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
Wait, what did I miss?
I sent him those fish, and I said it was my personal best lingcod, and he was going live just as I sent it to him, and he said something about it being my personal best, and then he's like, "Oh, I don't know if I should have said that or not."
Yeah, spoiler alert.
I don't care because I tell people stuff before the videos. I got those same pictures posted on YouTube on my community page.
Yeah,
And yeah.
I gotcha. Well, still, I didn't even think about it when I said that. I'm like, oh, cool. He got his best links caught. And I was like, oh, boy.
No, if I wanted to keep it a secret, I wouldn't have told you.
Good point. You know, my wife still doesn't even know I know this, but she threw me a surprise 30th birthday party several years ago, obviously.
Yeah.
And I was at work with one of the guys she invited, and the guy at work's like, "Oh, cool. When's your party?" And I said, "What party?" And he goes, "For your birthday." And I said, "I'm not having a party." And he goes, "Yeah, it is. It's right here. Come celebrate Justin's birthday with us." Hush, it's a surprise. She still has no idea. She still has no idea I knew, but I played it off because she put a lot of effort into it. But boy, I'll tell you what, he felt very, very low on the totem pole.
I bet he did. Yeah, Otter Cat, Justin has told me that you can keep secrets.
What Otter Cat say?
He said, I can keep secrets. Just ask Iowa.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
No, that was even an unexpected trip there because the ocean wasn't. It was good enough we could have gone out in the morning, but you'd have beat yourself up. You know, you wouldn't have sunk, but it'd have been no fun fishing.
Yeah.
And then by afternoon, it was supposed to calm down some, but we went crabbing in the morning in the bay, and about 11:30 we had 30 crabs, 30 keepers, and I called the charter captain. I said, "Hey, what's the ocean look like?" He said, "It's a lake out here." I said, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Well, I guess we'll be out there shortly then."
Yeah.
He's like, "Well, I got 2 more pots to pull before I come in, then I'm coming in." I said, "Well, we got 6 more crabs to catch, and then we got to probably dump the crab pots off at the dock and head out." I said, "You want to go along?" He goes, "I don't." He said, "I might." He said, let me call the babysitter and see if they can stay longer." So he called the babysitter and he jumped on with us and went out with us.
That's awesome.
He's about, I'm guessing, 35, 40 years old. 40
Yeah.
is probably too old, but he said he spent more time on the ocean than off the ocean since he's 18 years old, and he had never been on the ocean in a small boat.
Really?
He thought that was a blast.
That's awesome, man. He just made his day.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know. Made our day too. But he's a really cool guy. But
Some of the best memories and trips are that kind of last minute throw something together and
yeah.
you'll never forget it.
Yeah. But we went out about 1:30, which is usually the time you about have to get off the ocean because the wind picks up. But
Okay.
there was hardly any wind all evening. We were out till about 5:30.
Really?
Yeah. So what was supposed to be a short day of crabbing, I was supposed to go out and go crabbing with Joe and Heidi and then come home and do some work, but I didn't leave out there until after 6 o'clock. I still
That's interesting.
had an hour and a half home. So
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So basically, though, you feel safe going in the bay at any point, don't you?
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
It's just the ocean. You guys really have to watch it pretty good.
Yeah.
How big is the bay, I guess?
It's a big bay. It's where we crab, we're probably close to a mile from by water, we're about a mile from the dock. And if you go about a mile the other way, you'd be in the ocean.
Okay, so yeah, that's pretty good.
And then from where we crab, you could run another 10 miles up the river in a boat, probably.
Okay.
But I don't know that the crab go all the way up there.
Yeah.
They go up further than what we go up, but yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
It's kind of opposite over here. And If the ocean's calm over here, the bay is doing something crazy. And then you get down. It's weird because the lower bay is actually the more shallow part. If you go
Yeah.
up the bay towards like Maryland and all that, it
Yeah.
actually gets deeper. So the lower bay where I'm at is at some points it's only like 6 feet deep.
Wow.
Yeah, but once you
You
get
got a lot of
past,
water
like,
pushing across that though and meeting the ocean. That's why it gets rough.
yeah,
But no, we really thought that we were going to limit out on crabs real fast on Saturday because we put out 9 pots. You can put out 3 pots per person, and
Okay.
we had three people on the boat, so we put out 9 pots. And right after we got them put out, we went back and started pulling them, which is probably 30-minute soak or whatever. And in 9 pots, we had 17 keepers.
Wow.
We were almost half done.
wow.
We could get 36 total.
Yeah.
And then the next round, I don't think we got more than about 4. And from there, it went downhill. And I bet we pulled those pots another 7 or 8 times. All 9 of them before
Do
we
you
left.
think it's just you hit a group moving through at the right time, or
It had to have been the tide.
yeah, they probably go in and out with it, don't they?
Some, but it was a super low tide. And at the beginning, it was still just going out just a little bit. And then
Okay.
a lot of times, from what I've found, is right at tide change, it will either turn on or turn off, or you'll be catching males and you'll start catching females, or the other way around. And
Really?
I have no idea there's no rhyme or reason to whatever happens, but obviously it shut off at tide change. But
Yeah. Huh. Well, it makes sense. It's just kind of like a weathering pattern for land animals, probably.
yeah, I think pretty much. But yeah, it was a super low tide.
Huh.
We were catching crabs, chasing dreams. We were catching
Yeah.
crabs, but we just weren't catching keepers. I mean, like some of the pots were full of crabs. They just weren't quite big enough. And then, of course, the last pot that we caught a keeper in, the last crab we needed, then the next 2 pots had keepers in them. I mean, always.
So,
Of course.
if I went out crabbing, I could stay out there all day. I love crab legs, so I could literally do it until I couldn't do it anymore.
So I asked Joe after we got done, I said, so does this count to my total crabs for the year? Because it wasn't on my boat. He goes, well, absolutely. Well, it's not on my boat though. He goes, yeah, but you're here. I said, well, if it counts toward that, that's 250 for this year. There's
So, not to change your subject, Earl, but I bought something pretty special the other day that I've never seen before.
You've seen me before.
Yeah. So you got your typical beaver fur, right?
Yeah.
Pretty typical. I bought one that was genetically mutated. It has no guard hairs.
Oh, that's nice.
It's all underwool.
You sure they didn't just trim that?
I'm positive the kid, this is his first year trapping. He wouldn't know what trimming was if he wanted to,
Yeah.
but I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
I mean, it is just super, super soft.
Yeah. No, I saw one. I saw a nutria like that. That guy, that Oregon Trappers Association at the Sportsman Show. He had one. That's the way they were when they cage raised them. They bred them for their fur.
Yeah.
And he said every once in a while you'll get a genetic kickback. And if I ever find one like that, I'm keeping it.
That's I bought this one, but it's not going on the market.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah.
I think the funniest thing about it was, so he actually shot this one. And then that was his first beaver he's ever even seen. And then a couple weeks later, he caught one and saw a typical one and thought this was just the wildest thing he's ever seen because it has long hair. And it's like, no, you got that the wrong way.
The wrong way, yeah.
Kind of unique. I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Even my tannery, I called him up, and he's never seen one naturally like that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
He said, yeah, I mean, in the fur world, you shear them like that to make garments, but I mean, because it's not even fleshed yet. I'm fleshing it now, so it's not something that was tanned up and done. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, gonna be a long night.
So you weren't in here when I was talking about the ditch that I'm trapping. I was out there checking my traps tonight, and the farmer that owns the piece just south of where I'm trapping and north of where I'm trapping was out spreading fertilizer in the field. So I went and asked him if we could hunt that ditch. He's like, knock yourself out. He said the only time we ever shoot at them is if we can shoot at them from the road, which that ain't legal, but anyway, it's an old gravel road. There ain't no traffic on it, so it's not dangerous at all. But Lauren, you'll like to know that. That's over there at Weatherford. We got all the way from Priceboro all the way up beyond Diamond Hill on that ditch. It's over 4 miles long. We got straight ditch to go walk.
Must be a pretty good little ditch.
Oh yeah. There's a ton of them in there too.
Good.
I know, Lauren, I killed more of them in that one area back there where all those briars are. I know I got more of them out of there than I would have ever gotten with a gun.
I think I had that Band-Aid on too long.
I'm not seeing much sign along that ditch down there to the south of those traps now. Might be time to be moving my traps on down the ditch a ways.
Yeah, just shuffle them down.
Well, that's the thing. They'll if I'd take them out, they'd just swim up the ditch and occupy those holes again.
Yep.
I haven't gotten all of them out of there. I know I haven't gotten them all out of there.
Honestly, in a situation like that, I don't think you'll ever get them all out.
No, you won't. You won't. But I've gotten, since I started, I got 23 so far
Nice.
in traps.
That's awesome. How you liking them traps?
They're all right. They're hard to set when they get that clay on them.
Yeah, those springs get slick.
Oh, terrible.
I get that.
What's up, Alicia? Yeah, whatever, Creel. Creel, I'll have to save you some. I'm not gonna save you any that I trap because I don't know how long I mean, I don't want to give you some bad meat. So if we go hunting, I might keep a couple hindquarters or something and ship them to you, but I ain't gonna do it out of the traps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm real hoarse. I'm actually got a pretty bad cold right now, Lauren.
Look more like a donkey to me.
He always says that about me.
I just want to call you one, I guess.
Yeah. No, you don't want to call me a horse.
No, more of a jack.
You're right. A jack donkey.
So is there a possession limit on those crabs?
I don't know. Does it matter?
I know here in Iowa you have a possession limit on every game, fish, or wildlife that you harvest. I don't know if other states did that or not.
I don't ever keep them, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, fair enough.
I give them to my neighbor. I eat about one, and then I give the rest to my neighbor. And he feels bad for taking them all the time. But I told him it's a convenience for me because I like to go crabbing, and he likes to eat them, and I can get rid of all of them at one place.
I mean, if you gave some to me, I'd feel bad too.
I know.
Yeah, it would just be terrible.
Right?
Any one of you guys that comes out here and we can go crabbing, you can have all the crab you want.
Now I got to go out there. Earlier he said, "Yeah, I'll just mail you 100 pounds."
Same thing.
Yeah, you heard it, Alicia. You heard it.
What it is Earl's inviting us to pull the pots for him.
Right. Right. I went out the other day on my boat and I didn't put any rain gear on. I didn't wear any special shoes. And Alan looked at me and he goes, "Well, I guess you're not pulling any pots." I said, "I'm driving the boat."
That's fair. Someone's got to do it, right?
Yeah, we killed them that day. Wait a minute. That means I have another crabbing video that isn't out yet. So I got 2 crabbing videos and a fishing video that isn't out yet.
Don't feel bad. I still got like the last week and a half of beaver season sitting in here on my GoPro yet. I haven't even taken it inside.
Yeah, but you got a lot of work that you're doing out. I mean, late into the night.
Yeah, we're gonna be out here a while tonight. I've got probably 40 beaver laying here that need to be done before tomorrow about noon. So
Yeah, Creole, there ain't any Karens in here, I don't think.
I hope you get a Karen that shows up ready to go fishing tomorrow.
Yeah, Lauren, a lot of my crabbing is in the bay.
I've really been expecting why do you hunt them and not relocate them to pop into one of your lives?
She can.
I would like to have a conversation with her.
It probably wouldn't be good on my life. You can let her come into your live while you're there.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for one of those people to read one of my comments on your videos and then come over and start the same thing on mine.
Yeah. Did I tell you that I fell at the boat ramp about a month ago?
You fell again?
No, I said, did I tell you I fell the first time?
Yeah,
When
that's when you telling us you
I fell and hit my knee real hard. And
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
your
yeah,
boss was there.
so Saturday, I took 3 crab pots along because Joe only had 6 with him because it's him and his wife. Took a big tub of you might be, Lauren, but I took a big tub of herring for bait, and I carried the tub of herring and the 3 crab pots across the parking lot, and then I looked at the ramp down to the boat, and I'm like, that's too steep. It was a negative 1.3 foot tide, and that ramp was steep. I said, yeah, I ain't going to carry all this down at once. So I set the herring and 1 crab pot down and took the other 2 crab pots and got about 2/3 of the way down that dock and fell flat on my tail. I mean, hard. But it was at such of an angle, it didn't even really. I mean, I went down hard, but there was a little give, and it was kind of a glance. Anyhow. So, all right, Alicia, I'll do that. No, I didn't get it on video. I wish I would have, but I threw my arm out and hit the side of the dock or the rail, whatever. Kind of bruised it right there a little bit. That's still sore, but that's the only thing that's still sore. It's getting to be kind of a just a normal thing for me to fall out there anymore.
Yeah, you get there with age.
Yeah.
Right, Ottercat? I've never understood that either.
Ottercat, the funny thing about that one was she was upset. Take this into account too. Fact is, I should pull that video up and let you watch it on here. What do you say, Bobby?
Yes.
Let me find. Come on. Your channel. There you go. Let me find shorts. This one right here.
Excuse me.
Present, share screen. Right here. This video. Let me make that full screen so you can see it a little better. You can't get a more clean kill than that, all right?
No, you can't.
Her 2-year-old was just bawling his head off because he saw that. And
well, so she says.
Yeah, so she says. Anyhow, so why would you put that on YouTube? And anyway, I told her it did him good to watch that because that's life. But she goes, tell that to him. He's bawling his head off, whatever. And then Bobby replied to her and said, the fact that you were commenting on his video means that he has it set to not for kids. So therefore, it's your responsibility because you let him watch it.
Yeah, true.
And she didn't like that very good. And then that's when she came back with, well, instead of killing him, why don't you just relocate him? Well, that's kind of what the problem was to begin with.
Yeah, let's build a camp and put 2 million nutria in one area.
Yeah, burrowing animals, like they can't
Because
escape.
what are you going to do with them? You can't move them anywhere.
It's illegal to move them as far
Yeah.
as that goes.
But I even replied to that comment. I was like, maybe if it was a raccoon stealing eggs from a farm, sure. But think of nutria like, cancer, essentially. You don't just let it grow. You get rid of it before it gets rid of you. And same with, invasive animals. They're an issue and they can mess up the indigenous ecosystem. And it's not just going to affect the farmer who loses cows, it's going to affect the supply chain, and you're not going to be able to go buy that hamburger that you like so much.
Yeah.
That grew on a tree.
Yeah.
Right.
Creel says while she feeds him beef pot pies. That's about exactly right.
Right.
Lauren wanted me to ask you if you got a package in the mail.
Yes, I did. I appreciate it.
You get Karens on the beach, too.
Oh, all the time. That is one of the worst places to fish is surf fishing, because people think it is their right to come to the beach and be able to sit anywhere they want. You could be out there with your line already in the water and someone will come up an hour later and complain that you're fishing where they're willing to swim. So go down the beach 10 feet. I don't care.
Exactly.
I'm waiting to get that on camera. I have not been able to record it yet, but I've definitely dealt with some fishing Karens.
It's like, whatever. I mean,
It's about the
usually,
size of a nutria.
what's that?
It's about the size of a nutria.
That is about the size of a nutria. That's a teeny little kit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something.
What are you doing there, Alicia? Are you just ruining the grass and the turf and everything else, digging holes out there and stuff? It's against the law to interfere with someone fishing.
Mm-hmm.
It should be.
Yeah. What's up, Queen? From Las Vegas.
I'll tell you what to do, Krill. Since it's legal in Florida to open carry while fishing or heading to where you're fishing, just open carry the whole time you're on the beach. People will stop talking to you.
What's up, JHT? I didn't see you slip in here. Yeah. John, do you know where the bass ponds are over there in Sweet Home? Where the old Knife River pits are? What's up, Mr. Duggar?
What's going on, Duggar?
I was back in there fishing one day, and there's two teenagers came down, barely teenagers, came down there on a boat, and they were in a different pond than I was fishing. They're connected by culverts, but I was fishing by the culvert, and they come with the boat and come across the culvert, across the road, and down in right where I'm fishing and take off. And I wasn't casting in the culvert, so I didn't really care about that. But they took the boat right out, straight out from the culvert where I'd been fishing all evening, and went right like 10 feet from where I'm fishing. And it's like, really?
No respect.
I actually talked to him. I'm like, you really gonna go out there where I've been throwing my line for the last how long? And you're in a boat, you can go anywhere on the lake, and you're gonna go right there where I'm casting. And they
When I
look
was
They
when
look
I was
at
recording for my catch and cook, when I was recording for that, I was sitting there casting pretty much same spot every time I checked my bait. Cast right back out. There was a boat, I don't know, 80, maybe 100 feet out to the far side of the river.
Wow.
Well, they decided they wanted to go upriver towards the James River. Fine. No, wasn't fine though, because instead of just going through the channel, they came right at my line and
yeah.
then turned just before it. They were out there fishing too. I don't understand why they did it. But yeah, that upset me, and that's part of the reason I was just like, you know what, I'm done. I quit.
And I've done that to people without realizing what I'm doing. And it's easy to do if you're not in the area or when you're coming into an area not paying attention to what's going on. They weren't very happy with me, and I apologized to them. I said, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying close enough attention. I didn't see you were fishing there.
Yeah, that I understand. But this guy, I mean, I got out there and he was fishing before I was even out there. So I didn't cast where I wanted to. I cast a little more to the left, closer to the cove. And, I was just having a good time, relaxing, trying to fish. And I was watching him. And when I heard his engine start, I looked over and we made eye contact and he still came right towards my line.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I know you can do it without realizing that sometimes, but that should be a fairly minimal amount of times. But
They'll fish shoulder to shoulder down here on our spillway.
Oh, speaking of Earl, did I send you that video? I feel like I sent you the video of all the John boats on one river together.
yeah,
It was like 200 boats, and they were just like bumping into each other trying to get out.
I think that was a race, wasn't it, or something weird?
No, it was some type of tournament, and they were all trying to get out there all at once.
yeah.
I just thought it was crazy. I'm surprised no one flipped over.
I know. I wouldn't have wanted to be out there. That churned that water something fierce.
Yeah, it looked like it was rapids by the time they got out.
You almost got in a fight from Wiggling at Wiggles the other day. Yeah, I hardly ever go to lakes with my boat just because there's too many drunks and too many idiots around here. At least when people go out into the ocean, at least the captain is usually sober.
That's true. JHT, I do a lot of river fishing too. The problem is where I was at was the mouth of the Chickahominy River, and it comes right off of the James River, and the James River is nothing but traffic. So even with that one boat that did that, there were 20 other boats that came by and just made wake the entire time I was trying to fish. There was maybe 20 minutes of time that I had calm water.
JHT, the only time around here that I would fish shoulder to shoulder with somebody is when the shad are running. And you could do that around here when the shad are running and it wouldn't bother anybody because there's so many shad.
Yeah.
Everyone's catching. Everyone's having a good time. It's actually a really good fishery.
They do that with our white bass down here on our spillway,
Yeah.
which should be about any time now, really.
Actually, herring fishing is a lot like that. I mean, your boats are 15 feet apart fishing and anchored up, and Yeah, that's a good time too. You talking amongst several boats and fishing away.
People do that here for sheep's head and spadefish.
Yeah. Well, sheep's head are around a lot of pilings, right?
Yeah, well, so if you go out on the bay, there's a old lighthouse,
Yeah.
and there will be boats
Oh, yeah.
surrounding it.
I have gone down there for shad chasing dreams, but the last year I went up to Oregon City, and I can put my boat in up there and fish from my boat, and that actually that's a lot of fun. The only problem last year, the one time that I went where they were actually somewhat biting, I forgot a net, so about a third of them ripped their mouth out coming on. But I keep them for crab bait.
Yeah, the only time I'm okay fishing shoulder to shoulder, and even then I'm not really okay with it, is if I'm on a paid pier.
Yeah.
But even then, sometimes people are really inconsiderate. They'll purposely throw over your line.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, from what I could tell, the shad up there in Oregon City are bigger shad than what they are in the Umpqua. They were last year they were running 16 to 18 inches fairly consistently.
That's a big
you use Nutria for crab bait. I've done it before. I've done pretty good on it. And then the one time I went out and it wasn't doing very good at all. And I pulled I pulled one in and the gut was broke and it just went all over the boat. And I said, never again. Because their gut stinks so bad. But if I would use it again, but I would use it just the meat. Like I would cut the hindquarters and the shoulders off. I wouldn't cut into the gut cavity.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
Yeah, they're nasty, man.
Just like a muskrat. I think we talked about that before.
Yeah. Chasing Dreams, where we launch, I don't know how deep it is, but there's holes up there that are 130 feet deep. Not where we were fishing. Where we were fishing was anywhere from probably 15 to 30 feet. We were just below the waterfalls, but Brian up there says that the best shad fishing is down around that park on the north side of 205. But he needs to go with me down there, show me where to go, and he will this year if we can work it out. Yeah, shad makes good sturgeon bait. I'm sure it does. Shad are just like, sturgeon are just like crabs. They eat all the junk.
The shad's probably good for about everything trapping too.
Yeah, I'm sure it'd be as good or better than carp.
Oh yeah, it's more of a like oily, smelly
Yeah.
type deal.
Yeah, it's a very oily fish. Oh yeah, definitely Chasing Dreams. Definitely. Prop boat could easy run up there. The river where I anchored the first time down by the park down there is like 30 feet deep, I think 30 to 35, something like that. This year they were huge, Lauren. We probably got some that were 8 or 9 inches long, and they're definitely halibut bait size. They're pretty big.
Well, y'all, I think I'm gonna hop off here for the night.
I should too if I'm gonna edit my trapping video yet.
You take care, bud.
But I don't know if I will or not. I might just start putting them out a day late.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna jump
thought
off.
about trying to get like a.
Everyone later.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take care, buddy.
Later, y'all.
Thanks for coming up.
Of course.
He gone.
Now you're just left with me.
Yeah, I know. You in the chat.
Huh?
I said you and the chat. Don't worry, I won't kick you off this time.
Yeah, that was rude.
I did it because you were talking smack.
I would never do something like that to you.
Never, ever.
How long you gonna keep traps out for?
I don't know. I was going to have them pulled by now, but the weather's just getting nice now, so they're just going to be starting to come out again.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought last time I talked to you. You're gonna have them pulled by now. So
Well, so I didn't have anything planned for Saturday until until Friday when Joe texted me. So then I decided I'd go crabbing with him, and then I'd get back in time to go check traps. Well, that didn't happen either. So they sat for, I think the last check I did was Tuesday or Wednesday night last week until
it's
tonight.
been a minute.
Yeah, it had been a minute. And I think one of them that I caught had just gotten in the trap like an hour before, because
Really?
the head and neck was stiff, but the rest of the body was all limp.
Yeah,
So
very possible.
I don't know why not, Lauren. I told him it was me and a bunch of other guys, so I don't know why it would matter much. Just
What
don't-
Lauren at?
he asked if he could hunt the ditch without me.
Oh,
Just don't go out there and park in the field and make a mess. That's the only thing. But
whew, things are about to start getting busy here now.
yeah, I'm afraid they're going to do that here too.
I just picked up another roofing job today, so
Yeah.
too old for that stuff.
Yep. All right, Lauren, I'll have to do that when I get off of here.
How much stuff you got to edit yet?
It's just the trap check from tonight.
Oh, I gotcha.
And then I got those other 3 videos that I need to edit, but
Yeah,
I ain't gonna, I mean, I'll do them as I have time. Which,
yeah.
who knows? I might have to skip a trap check one evening so I can get some editing done. Cause I don't have a video ready for next Monday night yet. So sometime this week I got to do it. I'm planning on going fishing Saturday and the next Saturday. So,
Not enough time in the day.
I know. Lauren, I'll be checking traps back there in the evenings, but I'm not sure what time of the evenings. Tomorrow, I don't have much going on, to be honest with you. Unless they added some. I left work early today. I've been leaving work fairly early most every day since I started trapping, because otherwise I'd be out till 11 o'clock at night, not out, but editing videos and stuff till 11 o'clock at night.
I know how it goes. That's how I end up out here till 1:30, 2 o'clock in the mornings.
Yeah.
Luckily, I don't work tomorrow, so we'll have plenty of time to get stuff done.
Ronald Rockmore, what's up? Time always goes by fast when you're fishing. Yeah, exactly. I need to get some tea. My throat's getting dry.
What are you coming down with?
I can't. I got a bad cold yesterday, and I felt it coming on yesterday afternoon. Nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. I got my own tea that kills all viruses.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Thursday or Friday? Yeah, I don't know. Friday, I'm gonna be getting the boat ready to go. Well, actually, I probably won't because I'm too lazy. I usually just get up early Saturday morning and do that. Yeah, I got nutria fever. Yeah. It's better than buck fever, Ottercat.
Probably cheaper, too.
Did I ever show you that buck that's on my land back in Virginia?
I think you did, but I'm not sure.
I think too, I
It's
did.
been a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was way too hot in here to have a hoodie on. Whew.
Yeah, it was way too hot to have a hoodie on out in the ocean too Saturday. But
How warm was it?
I don't know, 55.
Oh, nice.
Supposed to be 60 degrees on the ocean next Saturday.
Yeah, we hit 64 today. Which put me in a bad spot because I had all these beaver thawed out, and a local taxidermist got a hold of me and he goes, "Hey, I'm kind of busy. Do you mind skinning and flushing out a bunch of coon, beaver, and fox for me?" I said, "Sure, whatever. Bring him over when you get a chance." He brought him over at 8 o'clock this morning, already thawed, ready to go.
Oh my goodness.
Like 15 animals. And I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Was not expecting that.
Yeah.
And he brought me over a cow hide to flush out for him.
That's a big hide.
Yeah. I charged him a little bit for that one.
They're are they easy to do?
No. The fat comes off all right, but you've got a 75-pound, 80-pound hide that you're shuffling across your board. Yeah. That's what kills you.
But does the it's hard to cut though, right?
Yeah, they're thick leathered. I mean,
yeah, that's what
you don't have to worry about putting too many holes in them.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That part of it.
Well, boy, they're going to take a while.
Yeah.
Build up that arm strength a little bit.
My boss, when I was driving truck, bought a Longhorn, Texas Longhorn, that The only reason he bought the thing was because of its hide and its horns. He wanted it had great big wide horns. And
Yeah.
he wanted to mount the skull, do a skull mount and put it on his barn. And he wanted the hide because the pattern on that thing was totally symmetrical from one side to the other.
Really?
The spots, everything were just perfect. And he wanted me to butcher it for him. And I said, yeah, I can butcher it for you. I said, you're not going to want a hole in the skull, though, are you? He's like, you just use a 22, don't you? I said, yeah, but that's a hole in the skull. He didn't think that was a big deal. I said, well, if you don't care, that's fine, but I'm not slitting the thing's throat without shooting it. That's not happening. I'm not doing that. So I went over there to butcher it for him or to pick it up, whatever. And his uncle from Canada was there. And they had just put the thing down and he videoed it. I still got the video of it, but it was a mean cow too. That thing knew how to use its horns. And he was getting scared to have it around with his children out there. Anyway, they got all set up on the thing standing in the doorway of the barn. And I don't know if somebody made a noise offside or something, and the cow turned over like this, and he popped that thing right behind the head. And I never even had to use a saw to cut the head off. I mean,
Oh, wow.
he got it perfect. I mean, just that thing went down faster than it ever got up, ever, I'm sure. But
Wow.
so he got it without the hole in the forehead.
Yeah, that's good. Got lucky.
And then he got the hide tanned, made a rug out of it. And
That's not cheap either.
no, it's cheaper than I thought it'd be. But
Really?
I think he got it for $800 and something.
Yeah, that's pretty cheap.
But
Most places I know for any cowhide, you're looking at about $1,000, $1,200.
yeah, his was like 14 or 15 bucks a square foot, something like that.
Yep.
But they said that thing will last a long, long time because because it's cow. I mean,
Yeah.
cowhide leather is just really good leather.
Oh, yeah.
Ottercat says to ask you if you have a barrel to flesh cowhides on.
No, but I probably need one. I'm thinking about doing those, my little box that I have, extending 2x4 across the top of it, or like a sheet of OSB, so that way I can distribute the weight and it's at least suspended instead of draped down over the side.
Yeah.
Then I can just kind of stuff it, hopefully. I don't know, I've only done one beef hide before, and it took me about 45 minutes to do, so.
I've rolled them up and carried them away. That's a lot of weight.
It is. And that's, if you're flushing, a 6-inch wide path all the way down it and then move it over 6 inches and then, it's taking a while.
Yeah. So usually when I kill and gut a cow, I'll skin it and then spread the hide out under it and put the guts in the hide and then lift it all up at once and get rid of it.
Nice.
Use it for a tarp, whatever.
Yep.
But I've actually done quite a bit of butchering. My brother did it for a living for years.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah, he's one of my brothers that's back there not far from you, he just sold his butcher shop a couple of years ago, a year or two ago.
Okay.
They're in Queen City.
Okay.
But I went back there and visited him. I don't remember how long ago it was, but he's the type of guy that likes to brag about how fast he is, or he used to anyway.
Yeah.
And I mean, after he had done it for years, he never really did. I mean, he would make comments like other butcher shops thought they really got something done when they did, 15 beef
Yeah.
a day, whatever.
Just like kind of smart ass comments.
But he wasn't saying it in that way. He was saying, he's like, I learned long ago you don't race. Now, I'm talking his earlier career, he would have bragged about doing that many, that kind of thing. But anyway, I went back there and they had 10 cows to put in the cooler that morning. And they got to the butcher shop around 7:30, and till they got set up, it was probably close to 8 o'clock. And by 11:30, all 10 of those cows were in the cooler.
Wow.
That's moving right. That's 3 guys.
That's impressive.
That's 3 guys, and they all knew what their job was. They all did it,
Yeah.
And that I'm
You're
sure.
right, though. It's not about a race. I get asked all the time, how fast can you skin a raccoon?
Yeah.
I mean,
All
if I'm racing for one, yeah, I can probably do that in 3 minutes. But honestly, probably 6 to 7, because no need to mess more stuff up.
Right.
It's a marathon. This isn't a sprint.
Yeah. Yeah.
If my wife's coming home and I'm supposed to have dinner made, yeah, I can skin one out real quick to get inside. But
Yeah.
other than that, it's just like, kind of like this out here tonight. I'm done. I think this is beaver 7 or 8. Just kind of just move along, but don't kill yourself.
Justin, I read a good marriage tip tonight. You might even benefit from this one, but
It's gonna get me in trouble.
don't ever walk out of the house and ask your wife if supper's ready yet while she's mowing the yard. All right, Ted, have a good one.
I think that's the first advice I've ever heard you say that was good.
I don't think she'd take it very well.
I know mine wouldn't. By the way, you forgot a spot.
Yeah. You only do that if you want to cook dinner.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Ottercat says he does that. She just loves it.
Must be a southern thing.
I don't doubt that.
I haven't seen old Ottercat in any of my lives here recently. What's the story behind that?
He was in the last one I was in there, I think.
On Saturday?
Was I in there on Saturday?
Yeah, because you always do your hey.
Hi. All right, John. Have yourself a wonderful night. I should get off here and do some editing quick. It's 20 till 9. I could probably get it done in about 30 minutes and get it uploading yet.
There you go.
Oh,
I'm gonna go live after you just so I can stay awake.
yeah. Ottercat says you don't start till I'm asleep.
That's probably true. Normally, I don't get going till later.
He says it's turkey season, bro.
That's fair. They're killing them all over here. I'd love to go out and kill one, but I just don't have the time.
They're just barely getting into the
Really?
around here. They're strutting, but not enough to call them.
Ours have been strutting since mid-February.
Yeah.
No, it's just, yeah, too much stuff going on. I mean, I bought 185 beaver the other day.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a lot of them to finish yet and get them moved here before the market crashes.
Yeah. How many did Next Gen end up with?
257, I think.
And he was going for 150.
150.
Yeah, that's what I was. He almost doubled.
Yeah, that kid's good. He's real good.
Just let the pups get the turkeys. Yeah. I wish people would kill a few of them. I hate them things. Ever since I hit one, the thing had a perfectly good chance to stay on the road, but no, they got to fly up and take the grill out. It made me so mad. And it didn't give me time to stop for it either. It came out of the bushes and just whap them, you know.
Yep.
Didn't give me time to hit the brakes or nothing. Just come running out onto the road and fly up at the last second. And grill goes everywhere.
At least it didn't go through the windshield.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that'd probably been cheaper though than the front end.
It went up over. Well, it didn't dent anything really. It just shattered
Oh,
all the plastic. I think it was still $200 and some. But
$200 and some anymore. That's just the.
well,
the
that was
shit
20
before
years.
then.
That was 20 years ago.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say $200. That's just the make logo on the front anymore.
Yeah, yeah. But anyhow. All right, well, I'm going to jump off here. I'll let you go live, and I'll get some stuff done here before I go to bed.
Sounds good, boss. Thanks for having me on, and you have a good night, buddy.
Yep, you too.
All right, we'll see you, bud.
For you guys coming in and hanging out, but like I said, I'm going to go do some editing and try to get a video out for you in the morning. Actually, I have a video coming out in the morning, a catch and cook for hashtag Angler April 2023 collaboration that Dale and Nana from 9 Acre Family Farm is putting on. Tomorrow is my day, so that video is going live at 4 a.m. I think. I don't know.
Cool.
I'm not premiering it. It's just going live. And then I'll try to have a hunting video up sometime by 7:30 or so in the morning. But a trapping video, I mean. I don't know what I said, but
Hunting.
yeah. I meant trapping. Anyway.
You're tired. I get it.
Yeah. Whatever. All right. Well, I'm out of here. Thanks for hanging out, guys.
Yep. Take care, bud.
Next one.